So, this is the team that I used in the friendly qualifier against China and Taiwan. Basically, I was super comfortable with RayquOgre and RayquOgre, and the rest were just like some ideas. But let's get some battles with it. Really like Sizzle with RayquOgre. It's really nice because it covers like the Xerneas really nicely, which threatens RayquOgre, and RayquOgre, you're not usually faster the first turn. So here, can immediately see the Lipid and the Gengar, even though they're the other sides. You can see they're a combination, and also Venusaur and Groudon are a combination that can be a perfectly good lead. So what do I want to do here? Togetic isn't that great here, because he's got the 2 poisons. It's got the spread moves with these 2, so I don't think I want to bring Togetic. Although I could Magic Coat Encores and stuff, but that's not really worth it. I like Gengar here. I'm going to go with Gengar, because it will cover the ground on switch. So if I lead RayquOgre as well, I can skill swap myself, which would be really nice. I think I want Scissor and RayquOgre in the back. There you go. So there's Gengar and Lipid. Knew it. So we're probably going to speed tie this turn, and he's almost certainly going to fake out my RayquOgre. So I want to Icy Wind here. I don't particularly want to protect. I think I want to go into Sizzle to take the fake out and dodge the Shadow Tag. Because then I can just start bullet punching. Nice. So he doesn't know that I haven't got Shadow Ball on this set, even though I'm down to my Sash now, so I will outspeed. Not any prankster stuff. If I had Shadow Ball, that would be really nice here, but I can't go for that. Lipid is probably in Sludge Bomb KO range, though. Sludge Bomb and Swords Dance, because I think Gengar will try and protect from the potential Shadow Ball. Let's see what happens, because I can't switch now. If he brings in Groudon, I can't bring in RayquOgre to protect my Scizor. I'd have to sacrifice my Gengar. There's the Groudon. Hopefully I get a poison here. Oh, he didn't protect. Nice. Good play on his part. Not so good now. I need to sack my Gengar here. But I will be faster with Gengar this turn. So I'm definitely protecting Sizzle. Yeah, what I want to do is Icy Winds to, if that's a Timid Groudon or Jolly, I want to guarantee that RayquOgre will be faster next turn. So hopefully he kills off Gengar here. Go for Eruption or something. There we go, nice. So now I'll get a free Water Spout. There is nothing he can do to stop this Water Spout now, which is really nice. He can protect all he wants, but most likely he'll switch out his Groudon. So I want to Bug Bite the Groudon. There we go, nice. Could have got another Swords Dance up really, but it wasn't that much point. The Gengar's still really slow. Cool, these animations not working properly. Really nice. So I can bring in Groudon again, which is annoying, because now I can't skill swap myself or anything. And he was Precipice Blades. So what I can do is I can just Ice Beam and Bullet Punch the Gengar here. It should easily be in Bullet Punch KO range. Yeah, there we go. And Ice Beam will still do a good chunk. It'll be a 2-hit KO from there. Yeah, nice. I'll die to Precipice Blades, but so long as he doesn't have Xerneas in the back, I'm really good. But he does. So, oh no, my Airlock went first, so that means I'm faster. So that's something you've got to look out for. If you've got a RayquOgre and a Xerneas on the field going in at the same time, watch to see whose ability goes first. Since mine went first, he's going to be a modest one. He's not going to be timid. So I am free to Dragon's Ascent it and go for the Ice Beam onto the Groudon. In fact, I can even Water Spout. I might as well Water Spout here because some Xerneas might survive the Dragon's Ascent, and the Water Spout will do that little bit of chip onto the Xerneas. And it will still KO the Groudon from here. So this should be fine. Ooh, it might not be in KO range. Let's see. Oh, so close. Don't go for Dazzling Gleam. 1 HP. Well, that was close. Closer than I would have liked, but I should win here because he was slower. Xerneas don't run quick attack or anything, do they? No, that should be fine. I was hoping that Dragon's Ascent and Water Spout would get it, but that was really close. Closer than I would have liked, but this is a win, which is nice. Yep, 1%. Both 1%. This was a good game. I enjoyed this game, even if it was quite close at the end. But that was quite a bulky Xerneas, because usually, with almost no bulk investment, it would leave him at that range of HP without the Water Spout, so he was quite a bulky one. But that was a good game. GG. Almost 1500s with this one. Not bad, let's get another one. Okay, Raichu. I don't like Raichu. Knocked me out of the finals of a regional. We'll always have a grudge against Raichus. Right. So, he's got nothing that will be faster than Rayquaza. If I Mega Evolve and Protect on his Kyogre and Ludicolo lead, then nothing is faster than Rayquaza, which is really nice. But he'll... Gengar would be really nice if I had Shadow Ball because of that Aegislash. I don't like Thundurus here because of Raichu, even though it would be good against pretty much everything else. I could still go for Sludge Bomb against the Ludicolo, I guess. That could be something. And Grass Knot would still do a lot to Kyogre, so Thundurus... it could actually still be really good. So long as I can take care of Raichu, I can freely Thunder. Kyogre's not as good here, because I can't just Thunder the Kyogre again because of this Raichu. But if I don't bring Kyogre, then I don't really have anything for Aegislash, so I am... No, wait, I have Overheat on my Rayquaza, so that's something to consider. So I really like Rayquaza. I'm going to lead with Rayquaza. And I'm going to lead with Gengar. Scizor isn't that great here. I'm going to go with Kyogre and Thundurus in the back, even though that Raichu is annoying. There it is. So a potential play here is Fake Out Rayquaza and Tailwind. That would be annoying. So what I'm going to do is I am... Ooh, do I even need to protect? The Fake Out will do almost nothing. Do I want to Mega Evolve as well? Because I could stop his Swift Swim on his Ludicolo in the future, but I could also switch out. So that is a bit unnecessary. I'm going to Dragon's Ascent because I'm not throwing the Fake Out, and I'm going to Taunt Yveltal. Stop any Tailwind. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm expecting Fake Out. It's fine. That's nothing. So long as he didn't double onto Rayquaza. There we go. There was the Tailwind, which is nice. So now I'm definitely faster than Raichu and Yveltal with Rayquaza. So I am going to go for a Dragon's Ascent and an Icy Wind to break the Raichu Sash. He could switch into Aegislash with the Yveltal. That would be a good play. But then I can just overheat it. Unless he switches in Kyogre, that is. It should do a lot. Icy Wind should knock it out. Okay, that's something that I didn't consider because I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that the flying type is reduced for the opponents as well. I've made that mistake so many times now. Sludge Bomb was definitely the better play. But he has got reduced speed now, so I can just Water Spout. There's nothing stopping this Water Spout apart from a Sucker Punch, but he's got Foul Play and Tailwind, so I'm pretty sure he's a defensive one. Yeah, I really should have Sludge Bomb there. I said I wouldn't make that mistake again after I so badly choked a game in the friendly. Which is probably going on YouTube because that was against Miller and he likes putting embarrassing things about me on his channel, so... Gengar's not really doing anything here, so... Is there any point... I could Icy Wind to cover a switch, but I also like switching into Thundurus to get the damage next turn, so I'm going to switch into Thundurus. Because Water Spout will get them both. But he's going to protect Raichu. And Sucker Punch, nice. So he did have Sucker Punch on a defensive set, which is quite unusual. But I'm still free to Water Spout unless he goes into Aegis Slash. If he goes into Aegis Slash now, I'm in a terrible position. Ludicolo, okay. I wonder how much Sludge Bomb will do to it. Sludge Bomb Choice Specs might even get the Raichu. So I'm going to protect Kyogre, even though it's probably quite obvious. And I'm going to see how much Sludge Bomb does to Ludicolo. That was nice. That was really nice. Where I live, poison him. Poison. Citrus Berry. Now that's interesting. A Thundurus shouldn't die to Scald or an Ice Beam. So I'm going to switch in Gengar and Sludge Bomb again. That feint was annoying. It was very nice on his part. I know his full moveset now. Yeah, that's a shame. If I'd have attacked, I'd have been in an amazing position, because I could have got a knockout on Ludicolo or even Raichu. So that's a good play. But it's nice to know how much Grass Knot will probably do. So what would he have in the back? He's almost certainly got his own Kyogre in the back. So I definitely need to save my Kyogre. But I also really need to get rid of this Raichu. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay, good. So if he's got Kyogre, that should be alright, because I can just Sludge Bomb this Raichu, and that should be KOing it. And then I can just freely Thunder this Kyogre. Yeah, it's Kyogre. Nice. Because Raichu can't touch Thundurus at all. Because, what? Feint and Nuzzle are the only moves that can do Thundurus. That will do almost nothing. And I could Icy Wind to definitely outspeed this Kyogre, or I could Sludge Bomb it to probably, if I get the poison, put it in Thunder KO range. But I think it's better to try and guarantee the KO. So he's fainting. Is Sludge Bomb going to get him? Oh, not quite. So that's a shame. Now I can't just Thunder, and he's probably got it. So I wonder if that was a roll, but that's a shame. Because I'm forced to Water Spout here. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, that's alright. If he doesn't have Thunder, I could still have this, because Thunder is a 2-hit KO, and Ice Beam is not a 2-hit KO at this range. As long as I'm faster, that's fine. It's a 2-hit KO. And he Water Spouted, excellent. So long as I either win the speed tie or I'm still fast, I've still got this. So that was close at the end. Water Spout was a mistake on his part, because if I won the speed tie or if I was definitely faster, then well, I guess not many Kyogres run Thunder, but I really like Thunder just for that situation. So let's get one more with this team for now, for this episode. This team is, I wouldn't say it's solid, it was just some ideas. I don't really like the Thundurus on the team. I think I brought it to one match in the friendly. But apart from that, like, it's the worst member on the team, I think. But I just like the fact that it can KO other Kyogres, which is really nice. So this is a pretty standard team with a Thundurus instead of the Kangaskhan. So you'd have thought he'd lead Smeargle Xerneas, because that's what everyone leads. So I've got a really good lead for that. Scizor and Togetic is an amazing lead against that. So long as they don't fake out the Sizzle, it's brilliant. So I want Kyogre. See, Gengar's also quite a good lead as well. Because it's good against non-Scarf Smeargles, but against Scarf Smeargles, it's bad. So in a best of 3, I'll be able to work out whether the Smeargle was Scarfed or not. And then if it wasn't Scarfed, I would lead Gengar next game. So Gengar's still quite a good lead anyway. But then I do risk the Scarf Smeargle. Scizzor's not that great here. It's only good for Xerneas. So I'm going to lead Gengar. I'm going to lead Togetic and have RayquOgre and RayquOgre in the back. So what is that nickname? Well, that's not so good. Because he can just redirect. So RayquOgre Gengar would have been a brilliant lead here. I'm going to try and taunt the Xerneas. And the problem is here, he could easily spore the Gengar. And if I go for Magic Coat and he spores the Gengar, that's going to do nothing. So I kind of want to Tailwind, even though he could very easily spore the Togetic. Look at those nicknames. This is a tricky one. Because he either Rage Powders away the Sludge Bomb, and I can get a Tailwind up. Or he goes for Spore, and I could just straight up Sludge Bomb Xerneas. But I think Taunt covers the Rage Powder and the Spore, because it can stop the Geomancy or the redirection. And I think Taunt Tailwind is probably better. So there was the Rage Powder, okay. And he was Mental Herb, so that is terrible. Okay. So I can Taunt again. But he's still got one more Rage Powder. So I'll live the Dazzling Gleam with both. What I kind of want to do is Taunt, then Icy Wind, and then my Rayquaza in Tailwind will definitely outspeed the Xerneas. But then that wastes 2 turns of Tailwind, then the final turn he can just Protect. So that doesn't really work. He could very easily double onto Gengar to break the Sash, and then KO it with a Moonblast. That's also a good play. I think I want to Taunt, get rid of the Rage Powder. But then Togetic is completely useless here. So I might as well just try and Magic Coat away a Spore. There was a Rage Powder. Okay. So it is 3-hit KO on Togetic, which is nice. And he's almost certainly not Sporing now because of the Magic Coat. So I want to get some Chip, or no, the Icy Winds won't really matter. I need to get the Sludge Bomb Chip for extreme speed. And again, Togetic is useless here. So I might as well again Magic Coat. It'd be really nice if I get a Poison, but not so good at dealing with Xerneas plus Redirection with this team, it seems. My only spread move is with RayquOgre, and if they're timid, they'll get the Geomancy before I get the Water Spout, which doesn't really work. That was quite an obvious switch, but the Sludge Bomb should still do a decent amount. If I crit, that does a decent amount, so I've just got very lucky there. So that sucks for my opponent. It's put me in an amazing position, but that sucks. So I've got one more turn of Tailwind. I can still Taunt this Amoonguss, but he could easily Protect from it. See, I can switch into RayquOgre, but I might as well save that. So if I go for Icy Wind, I'm definitely faster. And then I can sack Togetic next turn and have both RayquOgre and... I'm going to say sorry, because that sucked. He probably had the match. And again, I might as well just Magic Coat, because Togetic is there to follow me, but there's nothing really to follow me. Well, I guess, like, it will draw away a potential Spore from Gengar if he predicts the switch and goes for Precipice Blade, so let's follow me. Well, he switches out, that's a nice play. But I catch it with an Icy Wind, which is nice. That's really nice, actually, because now I outspeed it next turn as well. And I just get another Icy Wind, so that works really well. Yeah, that was over, because I just Icy Wind and Tailwinds, and the game's over. So I lucked out there a lot. But there we go. Climbing the ladder. 1538. That's not bad. Considering this is a half serious team. So probably get some more games of this in future episodes. So thanks for watching.